And welcome to the National Meat Trader Podcast with your host, Sasha, a.k.a. Chris Farley. I still hear myself echoing. Can y'all hear it?
No, I don't. And Chris Farley, explain the logic there. Is it just...
There's never... it's just whatever I saw on TikTok that day, honestly.
Wait, how much Chris Farley content are you consuming on TikTok?
Or how
that's a lot of comedy.
Algorithm?
Okay. That's a weird flex. It is. I don't know. You know what? Who it is? It's your boy Link, because your boy Christian, aka Link, aka the hero that was what is he? The lost hero, the hero of Hyrule, the hero of the
promised or something like that.
Yeah, the hero that was promised or some shit like that. Anyway, I've been playing Breath of the Wild because y'all know how we talk about, a lot of the discounts we get at supermarkets, Sasha? Like
I don't know that we talk about that, but yeah.
The 100%
I do.
discounts, yeah.
The 100% discount. So I got a 100% discount on Breath of the Wild at Walmart because they left that shit out like a bunch of suckers. They literally left that shit out like a bunch of suckers right after Black Friday. And I saw that and my brain just started turning. I was like, do I want to spend $35 on this game? Or do I want to just stuff it in this pajamas and keep it moving? And
now,
I did.
I think shoplifting is a victimless crime. However, you do make six figures. You could have just paid the $35, bro.
Hold the fuck on. I got 2 kids and a house and 2 cars, and I've got bills that are literally drowning because I don't always make 6 figures. Remember, we're salespeople. It's variable income. And guess what? Your boy has hit a recession. Like, we are scrambling. We are crying. We are trying to figure out and plead and ask people to please just buy shit. It ain't happening, though, so good luck, everybody else. Hope everybody has a good Christmas.
I feel that, bro. It is one of your other boys, Joey from the National Meat Treasure Podcast, a.k.a. Thriller from the 3, a.k.a. Shika Ham, yeah. I've heard so many different versions of this Christmas during this holiday season. It's been incredible. And I still don't know what Shika Ham means. I'm thinking maybe it's just shake a ham, but why are you shaking the ham?
Wait, what in the fuck are you talking about, Joseph?
So, if you listen to the song This Christmas, This Christmas, it does the whole thing, and there's like a little break. And it goes, sugar ham, yeah.
Is it like this?
For Christmas.
Big gas on
We're smoking trees. We're smoking all the trees. We don't care what kind of fir, Douglas.
It's that winter pine,
We're smoking
baby.
you. We're smoking you. You get in
am
this
not
house.
smoking.
I'm gonna use your sap.
I only do real drugs.
Okay.
That's what's
what do you think snow is? Cocaine. We're frocking our trees.
Are you
with
telling me
cocaine.
to do cocaine for Christmas? Is that what you're alluding to?
Shove an 8-ball in your face.
Is that what you're getting me for this year?
Yeah, that's probably like more than all. I don't even know what you know what? Confession time. I've never done coke. I have no idea what the prices are. I don't even know what it looks like.
Like that was your darkest secret.
It is a dark secret. Okay,
Neither have I.
Time out. I'm not going to implicate anybody in this podcast, especially people with, beards. Nobody in this podcast that I'm going to implicate. But I will say, you just said it's like it's some dark, deep secret. Have you ever been around people that do coke and you're the one that doesn't do coke? They literally, listen, I have been in parties where you have been at, and again, no implications here, but when people start going into the room to go to, it's like, and it's like, what's going on? Is everybody talking about me? Like, does everybody hate me? Should I leave? Like, my anxiety just goes into overdrive, and then I realize that all of them are just in a room snorting fucking cocaine next to a bearded dragon. I don't know how these things work, but I feel like that is a deep dark secret, especially if you're from Queens, because there are so many cokeheads out there just living their dream. I don't know how the fuck they do it, but it ain't me, bro.
I've never done coke
I
either.
felt left out. You've been around people who've done coke,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So am I wrong? Like, weed doesn't do that to people. Somebody breaks out some bud and a little curious, like, oh yeah, come through, like, hop on. Nobody's like people are sharing cocaine because that's literally like the only drug that's the most expensive drug, but the only drug you're willing to always share.
Is that how it goes? Like,
Yeah.
It's. I mean, allegedly, from what I've heard around the grapevine, it's a party drug. Like, you don't do cocaine by yourself. You need to have somebody with you for the experience.
I'm gonna annoy you the whole time. That was the one I was laughing at, Joey. That shit cracked me up.
I can't say recently. It actually wasn't recently at all. I was at a party that took place at the house of actually a person who may or may not have been a guest on this podcast. They were not there.
They weren't there.
They
Okay.
were not there. The party was forced on them. They came home, and niggas was like, from a show, and they were like, "Oh,
You guys know I have if somebody did that to me, they should know that I have a gun.
I mean, they're roommates.
Like
they're roommates.
Nobody's inviting.
They were roommates.
Nobody's inviting a bunch of people to my house for after party. Like, I'm airing that shit out in 10 minutes. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I felt mad left out because, all the cool kids, and by the cool kids I mean
Yeah.
the niggas.
The Staten Island cokeheads?
No, this wasn't in Staten Island.
Oh, this was in a Staten Island joint.
This was not in Staten Island. Yeah, because
it would be heroin. It'd be pills. Sorry, it would be a lot of pills. Like,
nah,
just
it'd be, on these days, it'd be a lot of heroin.
a lot of H. I know,
A lot
bro.
of H, man.
Staten rocks
So,
in a different way.
Joey, why don't you both you guys just get out there and do some cocaine?
coke?
I feel if you feel so left out, there's still time. You're still young.
I don't
I
feel
don't
left out.
either. I would. So this is I came to this conclusion yesterday. The only situation I would do coke is if my my older brother Noni, is there and is doing it and says, "Yo, you want to do it?" Or would say, "I've tried it," and then if I'm in a situation, I would do it. He's never done coke. No one in my family's ever done coke, and
Lucky you. That's.
I mean,
I think I'm literally the only
I don't
person
know a lot
besides
of people in my
the
family's
children.
history. I'm talking about my siblings.
Besides the kids,
Yeah.
literally, bro. Like, okay, statute of limitations are up. So my grandmother literally would put
I know she's a.
drugs in my mom's book bag and have her fly from Colombia to America because she figured they would never check her bag, and they didn't. It was the 70s. What are you gonna say, bro? Like nothing. But
Pre 9/11 drugs had to be bumping. Oh my god,
bro, that's pure actual Colombian coke. Like, that was probably the finest coke that America has ever touched. Like, I don't know
what's
if this
great
is
about
true.
it? It's like, not only are you getting this pure, old school drugs, but you also don't have to take your shoes off at the airport. Like, come on. No metal detectors. Like, you're just
Nothing.
living swell.
You could drink that bottle of water. Nobody gives a fuck. You want to bring it on and start, you would Triple H that water inside the plane and nobody's going to say anything. Shit.
The TSA is like 3 guys in all of America.
There was no TSA. There was no TSA. TSA was a response. TSA was a response to 9/11.
Can we fire all of the TSA, please? Like, can we just get rid of that? Like, I
one of
kind
the
of want
worst.
terrorism. Now that I've seen how, terrorism and COVID works, I think
Hold on. Let's.
we can do away with the TSA.
Let's not. We're not giving terrorism the play on this one. You can definitely say you miss COVID, but we're not saying. You know what I would welcome though is the random person having a firearm on them. I think that's really funny. That especially when it doesn't disrupt me. Like it's like I'm before that person, and then they see a weapon and they go, "Sir, what's this?" And then that's good Christmas
so
cheer, if you ask me.
Nosy while you're like collecting your stuff on the belt, like
you're like, I gotta get my bag. Sir, move along. I'm waiting for my laptop. Excuse me.
That'd be a great experience to just go back in time, just to like sit in an airport in the 80s for like an hour. It's an airport in Miami. Everyone's got blazers
Smoke a
on.
pack of Newports.
Everyone's smoking cigarettes.
Smoking cigarettes inside, doing coke in the bathroom.
Having sex
Somebody's
with a
grabbing a
stewardess.
stewardess's ass.
You can't even. You don't even have to say flight attendant anymore. You could just say stewardess. Like shit.
That part.
I mean,
Are we not allowed to say stewardess?
no. It's actually because it's gender
Is that
specific.
banned?
Yeah, because it's gender specific. There's
I thought it was
male
stewardess
flight
and steward.
attendants. I don't think a steward is.
Definitely. They
They don't
like
say
never
it.
a thing.
That was like never a thing. But they absolutely say flight attendant.
Yo, you know what? Speaking back on the coke thing, something that's
Back on the
always
coke thing.
affected me, like whenever I think about cocaine, is like one of the reasons why I don't want to do it is because there's that heavy stigma in the black community with cocaine, and which is ridiculous because niggas do every other drug, but they'll be like, nah, I won't play with my nose, won't play. Like a lot of people, and I'm just like, damn,
Really?
like, yeah.
Black people, you don't
Here's
like
the thing
coke?
about that though, it's a stigma, but
mad
niggas do
black people
cocaine.
do
Oh,
A lot of cocaine.
But like, I don't want to be like, damn, man. Like, I know, because I do know a lot of black people who are like, nah, I never put no shit on my nose, and I'm like,
but then do
like,
perks.
But like,
Yeah.
what if I want to snort an Adderall?
Smoke some PCP.
Like, does it count if it's not coke? Because I heard snorting Adderall is dope.
I have no idea.
Allegedly.
I'm not a fan of Adderall, honestly.
I had, you know what, my brushes with people doing illicit drugs besides a little good bud has always been really negative ones, and you just unlocked one of those memories. I had two hot girls at my house, right? And I'm thinking I'm like, it's gonna happen.
Yep.
And it doesn't, right? So just to cut the story a little short. Spoiler alert. But what was like horrifying to me was the hottest of the two comes over to me and like really sweetly sexy, like just whispers in my ear. She's like, "Hey, do you have like $100 bill?" Now keep in mind, this is pre any real job Christian, so I did not have a crispy $100 bill. That was all rent money already. I said, "No, why would you need that?" Again, because I'm naive. And she's like, "It's just because, you know, those higher notes are not in circulation, so they're cleaner." I was like, "Cleaner for what?" And then she shows me that she just crushed some pills on my toilet seat.
Oh my god, baby, I got a counter, bro.
Bro, that's down bad. Yo, that's down bad. Even for, like, literally the hotness just flew out the window, and I was like, yeah. You guys have fun.
Is there a reason for the toilet seat? Maybe because it's porcelain, it makes it really hard, easy to crush.
Clean? I don't know.
Clean?
Did you not have a? What about the back of the bowl? Did you not have one of those? The main.
No.
What is it
A
called?
lid?
That was the projects, remember? I was in
A lid?
Queensbridge.
Niggas ain't have a lid?
Nah, bro, it's just a lever. Like,
No. Oh, but what about the top of the?
There's
I
no
guess
tank.
She did it.
They're not tanklet.
No. Like the actual.
She did it on the
bowl,
seat.
The lid. She did it on the bowl.
The seat.
The top.
The
yeah.
seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking the edge. Of
So what
the
about
bowl,
like why wouldn't she just use your sink? Or did you just have like a rimmed like a no counter kind of situation?
It seems like.
I mean, we had
maybe she
table
liked it.
surfaces. Like, it was only the three of us, so it wasn't like a situation where she had to like
It's classic.
I'm
sneak
just trying
away.
to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, did you
not.
have a glass table? Was it wood? Can't crush up your drugs on wood.
I figured
You
it
can't
out.
do it on
guys.
wood.
I figured it
Okay.
out. She's got a toilet.
Yeah, because the wood's porous.
She's got a.
So the drugs will just be. You'll lose drugs in the table, crushing it.
She's got a toilet kink.
This needs to be glass, marble, allegedly, porcelain. You know, whatever.
Allegedly.
This is just what I read on the internet. This is what I read on the internet. You know.
That's
I
good.
don't know for sure, but
I'm glad you're reading on the internet because one of us isn't.
I don't think I've had any like. Have I had any like bad drug experiences? I've had like lukewarm ones that were like.
You complain about weed all the time.
Because weed's not a drug; it's an annoying plant that people make their whole personality. That is,
you don't
it's
think
not cool enough.
may-
It's not cool enough for me to call it a drug. I've decided.
I think
It's just pesticide.
I think people who have made a thing their whole personality should not talk about.
That's
other
crazy.
things
Like
being
weed
their
socks?
whole personality.
What did I make my whole personality?
The
Nigga,
minute you
gym.
Oh, the thing that adds years to my life and makes me hotter. My bad. My bad.
I'm not
Also,
saying
that's
it's a
not
bad thing.
that's not my whole personality because I have
You're
a
right.
whole podcast where I talk
You're right.
every week.
You were actually
Right.
right. I said it and I was like, that actually doesn't feel.
I have a very
Like I met
colorful
you,
personality, my friend.
I met you like in various things, like
Stages.
in music. Like you're cultured in many ways. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
that
I'm on my
doesn't track.
6th lifetime right now. I'm always switching it up. But
I will say,
I mean, weed. Even with weed, like none of it was like terrible. Like I did, like if I saw a girl crushing up pills on my toilet, I would feel disgusting and horrible. Smoking weed does make me feel disgusting and horrible, but like that's my thing. It's not like it's not like an extended thing in my world. You know what I mean? Right. So I really haven't had any like chaotic, like shitty. Like you ever do something when you're just like, I should have made different decisions today. You know, like what this year I should have made. Like what led me to this moment right now? With smoking weed, it's like, okay, I smoked weed, didn't feel good. Everyone's doing it. I tried it. It sucks. But like when you see a girl begging you for $100 bill to snort whatever fucking pill combo off your toilet, you got to really think like, how did I end up here? It wasn't just today. It was
a series of events.
It was
a series of events that led to this, and it was literally like that. Like I had been just working my magic, and they're like literally like all the way from where they were to Queen Center Mall. I'm like the whole thing, like, and I'm just like, damn, I am gonna. One was tall, the other one was short. Like it was a good time, but then they did that, and it's just like.
Do you know what the pill was?
I want to say it was Oxys because that was what was going around the time, but who knows with these nasty women.
Where are people getting these pills, by the way? That was a loud squeak, but I was going through puberty right there.
Where they get all other drugs.
I've never met anyone who sells pills. The only time I've met people who sell pills were people who like had a surgery, had a prescription, didn't use them all, and sold the 20 they had left. But like, how often does it happen? This is an epidemic.
Right.
Well, it's not anymore. It's not as prevalent as anymore. Speaking like from like because this hit close, like there was a lot of abuse like all throughout the city, especially in the country, because there was like doctors writing fucking fake scripts from different states, sending it over to different states. Like there was just like doctors that would literally just have a waiting room full of people, with the generic back pain, like they can't sleep kind of thing. And yeah, they were just like, they weren't giving out like 30-day supplies. They were giving out 120 pills, bro. They were giving out huge numbers of doses and pills. So people were buying them like crazy because you would.
I love how this like the cadence of the way you're speaking makes it sound like this is like a Netflix documentary and you're a former drug dealer. like you know exactly how to get it, the time period,
I do.
how it's getting out there. Like you're literally, I'm just
I
picturing
don't like
you like
to get
behind
too dark.
bars.
I don't like to get too dark, but like I said, it like affected my family, so I knew exactly how it happened because I got literally like brought along because I didn't realize what was going on.
I think I tried Perks or Oxys once because I had a shoulder surgery.
Same.
And I don't know which one it was, but I just remember like, here, take this for the pain. It's like day 6 after the surgery. I'm in a sling. I haven't really slept because obviously I'm in a shoulder sling. And I just remember like being like, damn, this shit fucking like, you ever like, you know, we have a surgery and like you can't fall asleep because it's uncomfortable. And then you do for like an hour. And then like that part of your body is in pain. I don't know what Joey's doing right now, but
you know what he's doing? I'm going to explain something to you. That's New York City heat. Because he ain't paying for it and he's just shirtless in his fucking room. We can't do that outside of the city where there's no steam heat. Free.
To go all the way up to the Bronx to a special doctor who wrote me
This is definitely a Netflix documentary.
120 pills make me about $30,000. I'd get that off in like 2 hours.
I you know what? I gotta say this right now. Joey, why do you have the moves down? And why do your eyes suspiciously turn like into a drug dealer's eyes the minute you put that on? What happened?
What are drug dealers' eyes?
I don't know. You just look shifty. You look fucking shifty. Like you just went straight up. And it's just like, you're like looking at the camp. Like, how did you do that? Like you went from Sweet Joseph to like, I don't know. What's a good name?
It was the shirt being like the mask, stretching my eyes. But
your eyes look crazy.
I'm lucky to have never.
What are you typing so fast, Sasha?
Surgery. So
sorry, I have a thing I had to respond to.
Was it work?
No, this is not my work laptop. My work laptop is
good. Okay.
Strewn in the corner because in sales I am also going through it with December bullshit. And I just don't want to deal with it after hours. But no, like I was saying, I tried these perks or Oxys or whatever they were because I had like pain after a nap. And I literally remember like sitting on the edge of my bed, taking 2, and then I got on my phone, and then I don't know what happened, but my phone like slipped out of my hand. And I suddenly like popped up and I was like, what the fuck? It was nighttime, bro. I was out for like 6 hours sitting up. And I was like, no, this is weird. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I did not take any of them after that. It was because it was like 15 minutes had passed of me like just like scrolling through Instagram, finding something to watch on Netflix. And then I was just out. And
like that.
All I could think about was the tweakers on the subway where they just like kind of lean with their eyes closed and they never quite fall over. So I was like, yeah, not doing any more of that. I'll just take the pain.
Yeah, you know what? This is going to be a good picture for the cover.
Looks like you're getting head on a really drunk night. Like you're getting head, but you're also blacked out.
Yeah.
This is my getting head face.
So
I don't need to see that. I don't need.
He's getting sexually assaulted.
Bro, fuck you. Literally, I have seen you do all kinds of nasty, terrible, disgusting things. I have seen your naked body in tiny towels, and I have not once, and listen,
I have a delicious naked body, my friend. I don't blame you for wanting to see it.
Piece of marble like you are today. You at times were just clay. And that clay had that beautiful marble-esque Greek body. Or, you know, maybe, you know what, fuck that Eurocentric bullshit, Mediterranean bullshit. I don't know what the fuck they are. You didn't always have that. I'm just saying. Listen. Like, you were just as pudgy and weird looking with no mustache. Let's keep that. Look, the mustache. I did not want to see it. You literally would walk out.
You still wanted to see
anywhere.
It. You were in a tiny.
I'll give him a clear view.
No. Let's give the people a clear view of all the times that I was taking a shower somewhere and you would hop in the bathroom and throw cold water on me in the shower.
Exactly what
was I supposed to do but exit the shower because give you a show?
Well, I'm talking about all the other times that you would just let me paint you a picture. If you think Sasha is social media obsessed today, Sasha in 2008 when we had nothing else to do was way more obsessed with social media. Literally, literally, I could remember you walking in. We were all hanging out at some person's house. I can't remember. And this is multiple times in different places all across the 5 boroughs. We're hanging out, and you walk out, and literally, like, what I can only describe as, like, maybe a bar towel. Like, and you're not just, like, kind of, like, wet. You're, like, sopping wet. You're only in that towel, and you got a beanie. And you literally just sat there on the computer because you hadn't been on a computer, I guess, in a few months, and you were just, like, talking to your MySpace women, which, fine, but again, that was forced on me, my friend. I did not agree to you walking out. Maybe
that was a blessing, my friend. What do you mean forced?
It would be a blessing. Maybe I would say, wow, look at that.
Towels.
Look at that man mountain. Cool. But when we were children, you are a rule of thumb for most people.
I love that you're basing this like on how hot I am. Like you're just like, if you were sexy, this would have been amazing. But
we wouldn't. Drying out here, you don't know what this does to your skin cells. It is damaging them. You gotta get some.
Like, bro, if you had abs back then, I wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah, like almond oil in the back. I got you. Let me put. What do you like? Peppermint? I got you. A little essential oil. Drop in. Pow, 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 pow. And all of a sudden, people start be like, "Why you smell like peppermint, daddy?" And then you got to be like, "That's because the other daddy rubbed me down." And it was 2008, so we would have been definitely called a bunch of crazy shit. So yeah, we're good. Isn't that Christmas though? Isn't that Christmas though? Drugs and rubbing naked oily bodies. Like, I feel like Saint Nick.
A lot of F-bombs.
No, they. I feel like they do quite a bit. I feel like it's a fun drug.
I love how you wanted to talk about Christmas gifts on this podcast, and we opened with drugs and you oiling my naked body, my naked teen body.
What in the fuck?
I hope I got some weed for Christmas.
I'll say this. I think Christmas is the best time to do drugs. I feel like people don't do enough drugs on Christmas.
You could wake up, go into your freezer, and eat ice cream.
No, but I mean, like, drugs. Like, when you when people do drugs on Christmas, it's because they're like alone and like whatever. Why does that hit so different? It's a big overdose season. But like, you should do drugs in a celebratory manner. Like, go to the electric forest and do some Molly and like kiss a stranger. You know, happy drugs, not sad drugs. You know, I feel like people don't do
that shit hits
enough drugs in the winter period. Really,
never misses.
Like the holidays, especially as adults, I feel like people don't take advantage of the fact that we're adults now and can do adult things. Like, you could literally just do drugs on a Tuesday if you want to. You can, like, call off and just do that.
Thank you. That's
I do that all the time. You know what heals my inner child? Just eating cereal randomly.
What about you, Joe?
Just random cereal.
What's an S tier for you? What's like you see it on the shelf, banging. That, woo. They're not cheap. Mm-hmm. You know what's something you gotta let go? You know what's something you gotta let go of once you get a little older? And this is just me.
Good macro-friendly cereal, but I do fuck with the Reese's Puffs. You just gotta go for the store-brand cereals or the off-brand cereals. Those big bags, those are clutch, bro. Those things are clutch. When you got 5 pounds of fucking Reese's Pieces knockoff.
I love so many. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All supermarkets do.
Although,
no, they're all over.
I do understand now, as an adult, my mom being mad at me so often for like eating full boxes of cereal
because the same amount of money.
It goes so much faster when you eat it yourself as when you pay for it yourself. Like, I could really eat a box of cereal in one sitting. Look, damn, that's $6 gone. Plus milk.
Yeah. Yep. The 26th, where?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like drinking all that much. So, champagne is definitely okay. Well, not champagne. I like me some sparkling wine.
Yeah, those are our generation.
I don't like that dry ass
just
champagne.
like-
I want
like
something that's
fake-
wet and snappy, as
fake-
one of my
you
friends
get
would say.
like, you know, the Cheerios, you get like Fruit Loops.
Oof.
That's good. Oh well, yeah.
You know what?
Well, you're right. The same price. Yeah.
I'm gonna celebrate something, boys. And this is for everyone. I in
So yeah, like
2020
for
in
all
March,
those
I got
listening who are
weed,
just maybe don't have good family
'cause I was having a crisis,
relationships
full-on
or
crisis.
just
My
generally
mind was
don't like the
breaking,
holidays,
and
do
they
some
weighed
drugs,
me,
eat
and I
some
was at
cereal on the 25th.
376
Actually, it's
pounds.
observed on like the 27th this year, isn't it? That Monday.
I was not my biggest
Do some drugs
at that point.
Also,
I know I got
let's-
bigger.
Let's
I had
draw back
ignored the
on
scale
drinking
at that
on
point
New
because I was
Year's.
just like,
I
anywhere. At
really,
least
like,
understand
do we
where
drink
I'm coming
champagne
from.
any other time?
There's this kind
I
of
feel
panic
like
that kind of sets in my head.
We should do
every
more
time I don't
drinking of
check my weight
champagne
for like
every
a
other
few
day
days, and I
besides
catch
New
myself
Year's.
maybe enjoying a little too much, and I'm like eating like I'm having like some good munchy nights, and I'm like, fuck, I'm sliding back. Like it's just, and guess what? I look at the scale. Lowest weight I have been since high school. 210.
No, we all want some wins, Nebby, eh?
I was.
Wow, I look like 100
was
years old
Thank you,
with that
brothers.
quick zoom
That's
in.
good.
Look
Well,
at crow's
it-
foot.
You know, I don't have a lot of like. You know what's kind of crazy? You know how a lot of people, when they lose a dramatic amount of weight, they've got like a lot of excess skin. I don't really have it. I got like a little wrinkling around my belly button, but I don't know what happened. And I piss
damn.
people off all the time when they ask me what I did. Cause I look at them and I just say like nothing. It's like, what did you do? Like I'll have people message me all day for that. And I'm just like, I started drinking seltzer and cut out soda, and I think I just cook more meals at home. And that's never like a good answer for anybody. I know. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
It's like
Congratulations.
200-pound chains as they're doing like just working on fatigue pay.
Wow.
So I guess it's time
They're
for me to
doing what
oil
The
you
Rock
up,
is
huh?
doing.
Time for you to come out the shower in a bar towel.
And a tiny
You're doing
towel.
like a 67 vertical box jump. Yeah.
What's their secret?
What do you put in that Greek yogurt? You put anything? That's it? No fruit?
Oh yeah, well the thing
Greek
is,
yogurt,
I mean, if we want to get in our fitness
to quote
bag,
my boy, it
that's
is
my whole
gas.
personality.
Greek
Apparently,
yogurt is that shit,
most
but
people,
I like adding shit
They
to
make
it.
them. People
So
hate
I like
working
adding
out because they work
well, not
out
even
in a
no,
way they
I like
hate. Like
honey,
like when I tell people like
dried
how often I go to the gym,
cranberries,
I'm at the gym for like
and
an
some
hour,
fresh
4 days a week. Like I don't
That?
go
Oh,
crazy.
yeah,
I don't
and you
leave
put, like,
there
any
sweating
kind
and
of
throwing up.
anything.
Like I see all these
Just a
videos of
little
people
crunch.
like doing shit that like NFL players do. But they're like single moms who are like 42. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, you're not supposed to do all that.
I didn't say it was to lose weight.
Yeah, they're doing
I'm
the
just
fucking
saying what I
ropes
enjoy.
and they're sweating and
I
they're
like
fucking
my
like.
full
Why are
fat
you
Greek
jumping?
yogurt
You've
with
never jumped
honey.
before in your life. Why are you doing
don't-
100
crazy,
jumping
but
jacks?
don't
you-
need to jump.
It's
And you're-
And then you go home, and then they go home and they're like, okay, I'm gonna have Yeah, and then they go home and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna have 7 chickpeas," and then they go, "Oh, I hate working out.
Well,
we gotta do this."
That's what I love because it's delicious.
If you're gonna work out like an insane person, you need to eat like an insane person to fuel those workouts. If you're gonna work out casually,
nice.
like I do,
a
just
blueberry?
eat less. I eat two meals a day at this point. Maybe a little snack in here and there, but like I have my massive shit bowl of Greek yogurt. I have like a bunch of eggs and maybe like a little bit of beef somewhere in there. Protein shake. Usually just sugar-free syrup, honestly. Some cinnamon and some ginger. Yeah. I really like Greek yogurt. I feel like people make fun of me for that often, but I really just enjoy zero-fat Greek yogurt.
What's the kind of crazy? When you start losing weight, the projection that people put onto you is like second to none. I remember I was starting to slide down the scale. I had, passed the 300-pound mark. I was going down, and I was at a family party of Joni's, and somebody in the family party, they don't even listen to the podcast.
Oh,
I don't care.
And not to knock you,
literally,
but
was
that's also a mistake people make when losing weight. They think things are healthy when they're not.
Joni, like most
Dry
supportive
fruit is like the
people in
fastest way to gain
was
weight.
like, I'm so
It's
proud of
for you,
him.
obviously.
He's like done so much,
but, like,
and he's changing, and he's like healthier. Like I feel so.
But a lot of people
think, oh, it's a raisin, it's a cranberry.
Well, that's what everybody thinks.
It's good for the micronutrients. It's also
like not
break
like
up sugar.
wow. You know
natural
what?
sugar
I'm
is
so
cool,
happy
great,
that
but
you're
like
happy
it's
for
still
your
calories
husband.
on calories.
And remember, this is their kin, right? That's not the first thing that comes out of their mouth. The first thing that comes out of their mouth is saying, "Well, what's he going to do about all that excess skin if he gets?"
You know what's the worst though? When people like tell you like, "Oh, how'd you do it? How'd you change this?" And then you tell them, and then they don't even make the attempt of like changing their day-to-day habits. They just
you're
say,
telling
"Oh, it's
me what
genetics
am I going to do about the excess skin?
Like,
what are you going to do about the excess
go
weight?
on to work out for 6 more weeks doing insane NFL fucking Odell Beckham type shit.
They told me that.
Is that the
Joni knows me very well. She tells me that.
Yes, they do that for 6 weeks.
100 miles away.
Working out and they never work out again.
Because even if I was like 30 miles away, I would have took that. I would have just filled that tank back up and go back and just had a time. That bothered me so much because it's not the first time that people like they don't think about they don't think to like comment positively, especially when it's something, I get it. Like there's this kind of insecurity people have, especially when you're fat, because I lived my entire life fat. I'm still not thin at all. I'm 210 pounds. That's not a little person. But it's
wait, can I guess?
It's amazing to me, like
did they
why
say you were
like the mental gymnastics somebody has to go through to like just highlight the possible negative. Not even just like let me talk about that this person's doing something really good for themselves. Like I don't know, man. I don't know where it goes. I don't know why that is a thing that people do. Like it's. I guess so. Well, dog. I remember. So we really are, because we don't want anybody to feel. Personally, this is me. I'm not going to talk for the pod, but I'll say that I do want people to feel comfortable in their skin 100%. If you want to make change, make the change. If you want to not make the change, that's okay. If you want to gorge yourself and get gout and die from diabetes, that's okay too.
If I need to get a tummy tuck, I will.
But it boggles the mind to think like why. When you see, and this is not just weight, like let's say somebody gets clean, like, oh, well, the holidays are coming up, it's going to be real hard for them. Like, no, motherfucker, just like be kind, maybe figure out a way, I don't know, compliment, be like, hey, listen, I'm happy to have to say anything beyond that. I'm glad you feel good about yourself. Not, I don't feel good about you. I don't have to. Yeah.
I mean, you can only think dark things when you're in dark places, you know, and she's got a lot of dark crevices on her, you know?
Why? Nothing.
This is a body positive
Nah, she's
podcast.
getting her back blown out, and her bank is heavy. It's just... You're doing too well. Suspiciously well. Sure. It's not the weak wolves, it's the lazy wolf. Because remember, what they're looking for... I guess I'm not a lazy lover. I was going to say I'm a lazy lover, but I was like, I'm not a lazy lover. I know I'm not. Although, if they did, how would a wolf chair look like? Now that you brought that up. How would it, like...
I've always been, like, so curious about, like, why
right?
that
they
is. I just kind of feel
like,
like it's kind of primordial, table, you know? Right? It's like a caveman response. Like, you aren't or at least in your head... And maybe in the physical world as well, but like you aren't like an apex. You aren't like a suitable mate, maybe, or like you're not high on the food chain, and you don't have the tools.
So it's got no legs,
get thinner, or to get stronger, or to get better in any kind of way.
They just like
so you have to like slowly chip at the ones on top of you.
Yeah,
you know?
I can see it.
It's like when people are like,
yeah, I see that.
Like with Lizzo, right? Everyone like clowns Lizzo's weight, and it's like. Bro, if she gained 100 pounds or lost 1,000, it would affect no point in your life. Why are you in Lizzo's comments? Right. Lizzo's getting fucked and getting money. Like, what does it matter to you? But I think it's like in your head. Yeah, it's like in your head, you aren't like where you want to be. So you need to like evolutionarily, you need to take down those. It's like, I think animals do this. There's like an animal that will do this where it's like, what was it? It was.
And we can make tools.
Or it's like
it
with wolves, right?
That
I heard
we
this
now
thing about
know
wolves,
great apes
where
have finally entered
weak wolves
the quote
would just
unquote
hang out
Stone
with humans
Age. They're actually
they didn't
using
wanna,
tools.
Like, get killed in a pack.
Did you guys
like,
know this?
In this example, the hanging out with a human
it's been like
is
for
like
a few years
kind of
now.
shitting
like
on someone above you.
Scientists
You know what I mean?
have discovered
they do
that they
other
had
things
finally
than be the wolf.
figured out the use of tools between like
Either one is not a suitable mate in the animal kingdom.
Stones or anything like that.
you gotta walk around,
man.
Wolves.
Like, what if? Okay, I know this
wolves
is a Christmas.
Don't have chairs. You can't be a lazy wolf. No. You got to move around a little bit.
The crows are crazy. Crows got. They remember they. There was this study that was done at Boston U. Yeah, I think I talked to you guys about it, but maybe I'll bring it back back around because it's a good one.
Dogs like to lay, so maybe a table.
They're terrifying.
Well, I think because when a wolf sits or a dog sits, whatever, like they kind of have that built-in back support anyway. Like they don't really need like a chair.
Yeah.
Was that a crow?
Maybe.
Kind of just post
like
up.
Yeah.
It's a little tray for their.
So apparently in Boston U, there was these students
also,
in this class running.
Since we're talking about the prehistoric shit and
decade-long
fun
research.
fact.
And part of that research was
evolved from eating meat.
Every so
and
often,
the way we were able
during
to
the
eat
day,
so much
during the
meat
day,
is
during the
because
class, like one of the students would come out in this
running
old man
endurance
mask
of any creature
and just be
on the
hostile
planet.
towards
We can
the
run
crows,
longer
like,
than anything that lives. So
if
you're feeling lazy, you don't go to the gym. Remember, it's in your primordial soup.
They continued this
it's
for
in your genes
the decade-long research
get a little jog
up until they realized that now the crows were just not only it wasn't the same crows, obviously, right? They had already passed 2 generations. Not only had they passed down the information that
that's
this person with this face on is dangerous, they didn't even need the sound. Like they just saw the person walk up and they'd all be on alert. Like there'd be one bird going like to alert the rest of them. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I've seen a raven.
Want me to bug you out even more? crows are actually in there.
Yeah.
Crows can use tools.
Yes.
Crows can use tools, and they remember family beef.
Don't be telling people my plan.
We talked about this before.
We gotta wipe out.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, let's just talk about how terrifying birds are. I was watching this documentary about birds that, like...
I've seen that.
Birds can, like, mimic sounds, whatever, but, like... I saw this one where this bird was, like, mimicking a sound of children playing. Like, it would hear this guy's kids playing,
and
then, like, it would mimic
all
the
other
sound
birds
from far away. So this guy was like, what are my kids doing?
And it's eating,
then fly in his house and eat his shit.
It's a heartier bird.
Fucking
creepy. Literally
creepy.
just...
I love it.
Cause it's cold, and I don't know. It depends on what climate you put me in. I think if I was just like naked and afraid kind of situation where you just drop me somewhere in a zone and I got like nothing on me, I'm not surviving that long. But if I've got some time to prepare, a little doomsday prep, I think I'm doing all right. Like I give me a bow, an arrow. I've been practicing. Took a little archery. Bro, you know what? You never know. You need hobbies. You need hobbies. Targets. You know me. I'll learn. I mean, okay.
That's a weird experiment to do for 10 years. If I know how to dress a deer, are you just trying to get crows?
I would actually try to put them in a cummerbund or like a tux of some sort.
You're just trying to cultivate a bunch of crows that just hate the elderly?
No, all of a sudden, all of the elderly
like Rudolph. Bars. No, it's
the movie The Birds happening, but just the old
I don't know. I don't think I would. I mean, I would figure it out, obviously, because it's nice.
You know what's another scary bird?
Like,
I don't know why we're
how
on
much,
bird topic, but
and I do know how to insanguinate an animal.
Lays its eggs in other birds' nests.
An animal.
And this bird, like, grows really big. So the bird will, like,
drain the blood.
The parent of the rest of the nest will hatch this bird and feed it until it's so big that it pushes the rest of the birds out of the nest.
But I learned. And at me like, oh, what are you doing to that point, dear?
How long do you think you would live, like, not in captivity, like as a wild person? Because I think about that all the time when they're like, oh, this kangaroo, it's 15 years old, but like on the wild, they only live for 7 minutes. It's like, whoa, what's happening out there in the wild? These kangaroos are dying so fast.
Can you imagine giving your kid a little like booby milk and some deer blood? I don't live next to meese. Okay? Listen. It's goose, it's geese, it's moose, it's meese. Oh yeah. I could absolutely believe that. Yeah, why not? Did you they're like 1,200 pounds. They're fucking
I love how huge. What are you shooting with the bow and arrow? Do you know how to like cook a deer over an open flame?
Was still pretty cheap. Yeah.
Do you know how to dress a deer? With no Google. This is the apocalypse now.
Well, how big is a moose? Like 10 feet? Nah, right? 7 feet? Is it? Moose knuckle. I love the fact that the first thing that came up for me was moose knuckle. I'm a fucking disgusting person. It's about 6 feet, so it's not that tall. About 7 feet. Yeah, that's still pretty fucking big, if you ask me.
Wait, inseminate?
Woo!
No, insanguinate.
What the fuck is
800
insanguinate?
to 1,500 pounds? Holy shit. Bro,
Where are
They
you
can
learning
run
these
35
skills?
miles per hour.
When did you insanguinate a thing?
That's a Civic outside of the city limits, out of the boroughs, because they can't go over 25, bro.
And you drain the blood from your hands on, or
you know
you
what
just
that
watched?
is? That's a Civic in Westchester. It's just coming at you. Wow. We've had an animal ran
I'm
through your
giving our
back door.
kids protein. You're gonna eat this venison. I'm gonna get our unborn jacked as fuck. What are you talking about? I'm feeding us for a year. You know how long venison meat lasts in your freezer? Wild.
You know what happens? I watch 2 hours of battle rapping, and what happens? All of a sudden, that shit was crazy though. I think I gotta share that. I would share that stupid video of that battle rap in the chat that we have, our private chat.
Moose.
And in this battle rap,
You know what I heard?
did you guys get to see the whole thing? I think you did, Joe. Right?
And in Montana, moose.
It was
killed
gone
most
away
people in America.
to prison for 5 years, but his other cohorts that were in the same crime went away for 17. So he was like,
I wonder how
you
that affects
snitch.
rent.
Literally brought out court papers. And,
do you factor
I
that
guess
into like
had
housing
FedEx,
prices?
give him printed
no,
and
like, it's no
collated,
traffic, great
the
views,
whole
might be
thing,
killed by a
handed
moose,
it out
though.
during the battle rap,
$7.50 a month.
and had a highlighted section where it's like Mr. Green decided
like 15,
every single thing he said and did, and I was like, yo, that is
moose height.
You know what that is?
I think they run
That's
like 30
Batman
miles an
level
hour.
preparation. You know when people go like, can Batman beat him? And everyone goes, with enough preparation? That's what that was, bro. That was like Batman saying, I have time today. I got time today.
4.6 to 6.9 feet.
Battle rapper.
That's pretty big to weigh 1,600
But I'm gonna be nice.
pounds.
I'm not gonna talk about like murder. Like I get so I don't know, DJ Fuzzy Friend. Like I'm gonna be so
That's
sweet.
a Civic.
Like I'm not even gonna be like,
Literally
I
a
can't
Civic.
even. You know when I hear these guys like, I've got the shooter on me. I got the like, and they're just bringing out imaginary weapons. I would feel very threatened really quickly, and I'm just like, you know what, guys, maybe this isn't for me.
Potential.
Let's relax a little bit.
Open road. I'm surprised you haven't had like an animal like ram through your back door yet.
my
Your
God,
back
so
patio with the
mean.
glass. Oh man! Oh, he's got him with. Damn.
Here's a Johnny Bravo. Yo, that's the second time I heard somebody reference Johnny Bravo in 24 Hours. That's amazing. That show's been over for like 20 years, and like in that rap battle, he's talking about like poking his chest up, making him look like
Who's battle rap?
Johnny Bravo, which is like, that was a good one, not bad. This unlocked this deep memory, and I'm sure some of the 30 somethings in that our listeners will remember, because somebody referenced Silent Library. Oh, it was our sister podcast over at Ani's Toy Box had said something about Silent Library, but another MTV classic is, what the hell was I? What the fuck? See, it's not weed. It's ADHD. It's nothing to do with weed. Nothing. No, they were good, bro. Oh, Yo Mama. Yo Mama. Yo Mama. Yo Mama. Wildin' Out is hot. Wildin' Out is fire.
Okay.
Stop.
That's the
It is
path
not
you'll take
terrible.
if you ever get divorced. Just the underground rap battles.
No, I don't. I really actually do hate that
Just
show.
completely go off the
It's
hinges.
a terrible show.
Oh, I knew you were talking.
What's your rapper
What?
name?
It's way funnier. You don't got Chanel West Coast. A diet minstrel show? That's rough, bro. Nick Cannon's children are gonna come for you.
My self-esteem.
They haven't seen their dad in 6 months.
Really
I don't know if they're gonna ever do right for their.
Did you see that one with the
Did you guys
girl?
see this? And this is just because my wife is
body bitch,
always
SpongeBob body
force
bitch.
feeding me information.
And that was the whole thing.
And one of the
for like
information that came across was
he was just saying how odd
apparently
this
was in an
woman
interview
was.
and said that he feels bad because he can't spend
just like if
the
I was
amount
on
of
the
time
end
that
of
he
that,
wants to with all of his children. Well,
she kept
no
like
fucking
interject.
shit.
He
Who
wouldn't
told
let
you
her.
to have 12 fucking
Taco
kids?
body
And
bitch,
they're not
Johnny
all from the
Bravo
same
body
mom.
bitch.
You can't just stop at one house. You stupid fuck. Like you literally did. Like I don't.
That's crazy.
Yo, they gotta be on the same block. If I was Nick Cannon, I'd buy up the complex and let all of them live there. Just like this is mine. Bro, you're a baby mom with other 7 baby moms. Like, you already made that decision. This isn't like a secret person who you didn't know they had 6 kids.
Well, can we?
No, I didn't say roommates. I said in a.
Can we just back up?
I said they were roommates.
Can we just back up to the
I didn't
to the
say,
phrase
I didn't say roommates.
MTV
I said
classic?
an apartment
Because
complex. Like, you know,
if you really think about it,
10,
all
15
those shows were
fucking
terrible.
apartments. 3 bedrooms.
Silent Library, Next, True Life.
Nick Cannon?
The only one was good. True Life was good. And I think like the first episode, the first season of Real World and Road Rules, and then that was it.
This man makes good
Wow,
money.
that's terrible.
You know damn well he makes good money.
You know what? You probably like ridiculousness, don't you?
And he doesn't have to.
So what is the difference between ridiculous and wilding out that you're riding for wilding out right now?
Definitely funny.
You're kind of going crazy, bro.
What?
He
Wilding
grew
Out's
up in San
funny
Diego.
Wilding out is a menstrual shit. Wilding out's like a diet
42
menstrual
years
show.
old.
It was funny back in the day, and then they got a lot of comedians have come and gone to Wild 'N Out. There's funny things sometimes, but the whole thing is corny. That's the thing; it's corny.
It's shows are gonna come for me. I don't think Nick Cannon's children are gonna honor Wild 'N Out.
Nick Cannon dated Kim Kardashian. Yeah, that's a weird one. I had no idea. Sure, I get that. Cannon married his singer on a private estate in Windermere Island in the Bahamas. Do you think? Oh no, Mariah Carey definitely made him sign a prenup. He did not. They did not enter that marriage with no prenup.
Right.
It's so much.
I would like
right?
a map of where they all live. Like, what's the? Are they in the same block? Are they even all in California? Mm-hmm. Are they all in the same state?
Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. We could
Do you?
probably look.
Okay, but what do you want to be a baby mom who lives with
crazy.
like 7 other baby moms? I don't think so. That's a reality show. That's that Blueface show. Yeah, it's one thing for them to It's one thing for them to like
4, 5,
both
6. He's got
have
6.
children from the same man. It's another to be roommates. And they were roommates.
Bro.
Neighbors.
Oh, wait, an apart. So wait, you think? Wait, so no, wait. Let's back up because you think. I think Nick Cannon has apartment complex money, but that's the projects. He doesn't have that much money. He's not giving like a. This is like not like a nice downtown situation. This is. Do you know how much an apartment building costs? In Los Angeles?
You know what?
He's got.
He's a menace.
He's got
but you know
Compton
what you're
half-house
not
money.
reading?
assuming that's
names
where like
of
all
these
his shit
children.
is, right?
Ready? Rise Messiah Cannon. Golden Sagan Cannon.
He's not putting, if he's putting them all in an apartment complex, it is not celebrity accommodations.
Zion.
If he wants to put them in a nice situation, it'd be like a nice.
You just said that the first try.
Bedroom in
you know what that
Calabasas.
sounds like?
I
You remember
think he could do
in
it. But
Superman?
like
You remember that little guy that like
apartment
like
complex
has to,
in
like,
fucking
the
because you
only
can't just
way
buy
you
like 7
defeat him
apartments. You
is
gotta
by
buy
saying
like
his
20. They're going in
Zillion.
Did he? I didn't know that. It's not that weird. You know, he likes his
father
ethnically ambiguous women.
Zen Cannon. Why are you calling this like Zen Cannon? Sounds like a weapon you get. It does, right? Tell me Zen Cannon isn't like something Tifa does, like at her limit. Onyx Ice Coal, Legendary Love.
This nigga having kids is insane,
okay.
bro.
You're a parent.
This shit, bro. This shit sounds mad funny.
You're a parent.
Cannon married singer-songwriter Mariah Carey on April 30th, 2008 at her private estate on Whitney Island in the Bahamas.
You're a parent, Sasha.
On April 30th, 2011.
Imagine having to say this child's name when they've like when you need them to stop. Like every parent does it, right? Like Jackson William, like I call my whole son's government to stop him, and it stops him in his tracks. I am not calling my kid Legendary Love. Get your ass right here. I've had enough. You have been all over the place. Zen, you've had enough too. And you, Zion, and you're doing great. Actually, Onyx, you're doing great. Like,
Cannon has 3 children with Abby Della Rosa, 2 of which are twins. Cannon and model Alyssa Lemillion.
No, he's got Lemillion Cannon. It's literally just. Hold on, Lemillion. Okay, I'm gonna pause myself because I was about to.
After announcing he would be celibate for a while in late 2021, he and model Bree Tiesi had a son in June 2022. The same year, Cannon had a daughter with model Lanisha Cole. This is a menace.
I'm not, bro. I am not calling my children
he's
legendary.
cursed them.
Oh shit.
You know what it is?
Mixolydian Cannon?
I'll tell you what happens. If you say all of Nick Cannon's baby's name in order, what happens is you get imbued with the power of Shazam, because it's very similar
for
where you go
Mixolydian-
Monroe, Moroccan,
Mixolydian-
Rise, Golden, Powerful, Zion, Zillion, Beautiful, Zen, Legendary, Onyx, and then because that's very topical, because guess what, guys? Black Adam came out, and there's probably not going to be a Black Adam
All
2.
of these sound like anime finishing
for
moves.
a lot of reasons.
Bobby needs
Being the fact that they're resetting the entire
Wait.
DC extended universe model, which is hysterical because I feel bad for The Rock, and I don't because he's a wealthy billionaire probably at this point. Because he put in like 15 years of work in this bitch to literally have somebody like not even 2 months after
Legendary
it's
Love
released to go.
Cannon is a definite
Fuck
porn
you!
name.
Like never again.
If you type that in Pornhub, you will see results.
You know what? It wasn't bad. I
Legendary
didn't mind
Love
Black
Cannon.
Adam. I liked it.
Oh my god.
That'll be great. Like, can you imagine? Hold up. Did we just come up with a reboot for Junior? The Rock? And me? Yeah. The Rock is Arnold, and I'm Danny DeVito. It writes itself. He was in multiple movies. He's in multiple movies. There's Twins, and then there's what's it called? Me too, bro.
Zillion-
That would be.
zillion
They
air
had such
cannon.
good chemistry, bro. They were really good. Oh,
First of all, I feel like hold on. Let's just back up a second because
he
Cardona. I feel
the
like you're
mayor, he
cursing
was the
yourself a
governor.
little bit because you still have not had that
Governor of
vasectomy,
California.
and
Yeah, he had one
You
term.
tell me of you and your wife's
He
sexual
was- he
escapades
wasn't
every
a
day.
bad ma-
So
he wasn't a bad governor. He actually
you might have
did a lot
a
of
legendary
decent
Zen
reform and try to help
Cardona
out
on the way, my
his
friend.
state quite a bit.
You need to
He
button it
wasn't
up.
the worst. I was actually in California when he was
I get-
governor, and it
literally, I
was
feel
really
like
wild hearing
if you say
Arnold
all of Nick
Schwarzenegger
Cannon's
like
children's
deliver a
names
state of
in
emergency
order, I
because
feel
there
like
was a
you
forest
just
fire happening.
fertilized the whole block. Honestly,
Everybody,
like now there's a whole
you have to
fertilization
go
spell
home.
all over
Don't
whatever
go
part of
out.
Pennsylvania
This
your
is
ass
a
lives in. The
state
deer
of
are fucking
emergency.
as we speak. You
Everyone,
have cast
like, and you're just
a
like,
magic spell.
Why is Terminator
So
telling
you're having
me
a baby tonight,
to turn
my friend?
around? I'm not going home. Yeah, because he can't act.
Oh, that's not a name.
Yeah. Look at Conan the Barbarian. Look at the Conan the Barbarian. I think Conan the Barbarian is his peak of like everything came together, right? He's still got Mr. Olympia's body, like fucking vacuum, fucking abdomen, the whole fucking cool thing, loincloth. James Earl Jones is across from him with his beautiful eyes and silky long black hair, which was so jarring even as a child. Like I was just like really, like it really like the suspension of disbelief like got thrown out the window because I was like, where?
Also,
How?
The Rock,
is he straight
his
in
acting career has to take a pause
does he
because
not
after
have-
saying the
does he-
spell, he's probably
'cause
pregnant
I've seen
somewhere
James Earl Jones
with the rest
before.
of LA.
No, that bro, he said nothing in that film. I think
you
he like
just
laughed
fertilized all
and
of
like
Los Angeles.
grabbed the woman, and that was about it. And he swung the sword. Yeah, a king.
The Rock being pregnant as opposed to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The finest voice of all time.
Is that the one where is the one with Danny DeVito the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger was pregnant, or is that a different one?
What the fuck? What the
I hope those two still hang out. That's a nice little Hollywood couple. I want to see.
That's the Antichrist. That's not the. That's.
Oh my god! If Arnold Schwarzenegger was on fucking It's Always Sunny,
abdomen
oh my god! Why do you have to run for
James Earl
office,
Jones'
dude?
voice?
We ruined the movie
That ain't
industry by
gonna-
running for office.
That would
Is he
take
still the mayor?
that child would literally
No, he was never
just
the mayor. He
mount
was the governor and
what is it in Game of Thrones? Mount the horse that is on top of the world or some shit like that. What was you remember that? What they said to Khaleesi? Yeah, your baby will mount the great horse. Something crazy. Okay. We don't have much time in the episode. My idea for Christmas gifts and whatnot. We'll get to it in 1 second, but I just want to touch on one thing for 10 seconds, and I'm done. It is not a personality to tell people that you had never watched Game of Thrones.
Also, can we talk about the fact
And you're
we've
proud of
talked
it?
about how,
It is
how
not a
terrifying
personality.
Terminator was in like earlier episodes? Go back and watch. But he has like no lines in that movie.
It's not.
What a
Please stop.
Could you like imagine?
I watched part of it. It was fun.
Whenever I see people do shit where they don't have to do anything and make millions of dollars, I'm just like, he just
Game of
walks
Thrones has been
around.
over
Like, that's
for like
literally
fucking
90% of what he does.
like
He just
5-6 years at this
at a
point.
steady pace.
Like I get House of the Dragons just came out, but shut the fuck up. Like nobody gives a fuck that you were so cool that you were just on the outside of societal norms. Listen, it's a show about dragons. Trust me. It's really not like that mainstream, you weirdo. But onto the last thing that I think we'll close out the show with. And this is which one would you guys want to go with? Because I asked a few things in the chat. I have answers prepared for any of them. But maybe Sasha, what would you pick out of the mystery hat?
You know what's crazy?
Okay.
You know what's crazy? James Earl Jones is still alive. I did not know that. I could have swore he died like 3 years ago. What we need to do is artificially inseminate James Earl Jones with Nick Cannon's semen to like get a Wild 'N Out battle rapper, but with that voice.
That would bring about the apocalypse.
We can name him Mufasa.
Yeah. That would bring about the apocalypse.
You know what? Let's do that. The thought.
Yeah, the horse that fucks the world
like
with its
sentimental
giant horse
shit.
cock or some shit.
I like
Guys,
that. This is my favorite Christmas gift.
And I'll extend that. It's not a personality to bring up anything in pop culture that
This
you
is
are
my favorite
unaware
gift.
of as a
And
personality.
I'll tell you why.
Which is why I almost watched White Lotus yesterday, but I didn't get around to it.
To my mom's first car, which got handed down to me. And when she passed, I didn't have the car. I finally got the car years later. And probably not too long after that, maybe a year later, almost two, we got into a really bad accident and the car got totaled. And then we only had one key, right? It was the transponder key. And you have to hand that over when you salvage a vehicle, right? Like they just need the key. They're gonna figure out what to do. So I remember like being really upset and kind of crying because it was kind of like the last thing that I had of my mom that was kind of like a material thing. There's not a lot of stuff that I was able to keep. So this was actually my wife. She found the valet key somehow. I didn't even know we had it. Put it in this box and then gave it to me.
I just wanted to say something to the people. And I think this idea has been mostly dismantled because of the
money is
economy we
always
live in.
good. I'm just saying.
But, growing up for me,
if you don't know
it
what
was
to get
taboo to give people that
I'm
weren't
either a
children
size eighth
money
in
for
wheat
Christmas as
or
gifts because it was quote unquote impersonal.
or at least $60.
Pay my fucking
float that
bills,
shit
okay?
up.
I don't
Float
personally
that-
speaking.
okay,
I don't
here we
like.
go.
I don't like
I never
gifts.
dropped my Venmo. Here's my
gifts are
Venmo.
labor.
Christian Dash Cardona at
I'm an
24.
impulse shopper.
Send me
and
$1.
I have all the things I want.
Let me know you love me.
If I want something that's like out of the things I want are like expensive. Like finish my back piece. Give me $500. You know, what I mean? But just give people money. Like if you got bills due that month, even if it's like a phone bill, if you look at your phone bill and say, "Oh shit, this is $70." You know who could use 30 days stress free that they don't have to pay their fucking phone bill? Sasha. Let me cash app that motherfucker $30 or $70, or whatever the bill is. And just put a little phone emoji in the Cash App. Let's just do that.
I don't like
because the thing is too, like with
very
gifts,
specific
personally speaking,
gift cards. Those are ass. Please don't
like
give
a lot
me
of
any
shit.
of those.
So like now
don't give me like
you're giving me a
$200
gift that I don't want,
Bose
so now I have to
gift
pretend I
card.
like it.
I'm not going to Bose.
And they say it's like the thought that counts.
Like,
Yeah,
it happens.
Also,
bro.
I have a studio fucking apartment. There's not a lot of shit fitting in here.
You ain't think about that.
If you want to be personal, a gift card to Target. I'm always gonna need some shit from
15
Target. I'm
bucks.
always gonna need some groceries.
Yep. I like it all, but please give me money, because you know what I don't need? Whatever trinket that you think is cool and that I do think is cool, that's great. You know what I really do need?
Who was it?
A little padding on my credit card payment.
Intinimo
Feel me?
was
Like,
not
swing
well.
that
They are
bread.
obscure, but goddamn, is that a good fucking album?
Unless
Ugh, Empty
it costs
Shell.
nothing. Like, if it's a called, like, if you make me it, I love that. That's beautiful.
They were on Metal Blade.
Aw,
No, Metal Blade.
that's nice.
That's fuck. Well, you didn't go ahead and try to like finish up that 6. They have candy.
Right.
Okay, I get that. That makes sense.
That's fire. That is a gift.
Yeah. It's
You feel me?
in the same hand, the worst gift I ever got personally was, and shout out to my aunt, my tia Claudia, I love you, but this was such an ass gift.
You know, 6, get a little coffee and a biscuit in the morning, you know what I mean?
Life video
Brighten
game.
up my day.
Now, keep in mind,
That
this
shows you
was
really,
well
that's
after
really the most personal gift
the
you can
movie
give
had
me is
released,
money or like...
It was for PlayStation
No, yeah,
1.
just money. I just
and
want
it was
money.
terrible. It's
Give me
like
money.
one of the worst
What do you
games
think
that I've ever
about-
played in my entire
what do you
life.
think about,
And I remember just like playing it and being so utterly disappointed. I was just like,
but it is kind of like,
why? Like
hey,
the movie had
buy
been
something
out
for
for years
yourself.
at this point. It wasn't even like
think
it wasn't even like yeah, bro, this was like 2000 and she was like, here you go, nephew. I was like,
don't get me a movie gift card.
I don't want to play Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing
Who the
this to
fuck
me?
got you a Bose
Yeah, I was
gift
really
card?
mad about that.
Yeah.
That's probably
You know
the
what
worst
the
one.
weirdest gift I ever got was? When I was a kid, one of my aunts, it wasn't like a weird gift per se, but she got me like a $15 Best Buy gift card. It took me like so long, and at this point, CDs
We
were
know
like
who.
$18, so it took me like a really long time to
Lay it
find
out.
what to use that on. And I
Lay it
eventually got it of this like obscure, this obscure grindcore band had a CD, had a demo in Best Buy, and it was $9. So like now there's there's just
You have
into the
$4
moat.
left.
She was awful. All of
Yeah,
it.
well, no, they were. I mean, yeah, not to get like too niche, but like this was the demo. So they were on Victory Records, and I found the demo before they were on Victory Records and signed to like no one at. No, they were on Vic. We don't have to get into it, but yeah, the demo before they were on like a major label, I found at Best Buy for $9. So like it was really cool that I got that, but also you could have just like now there's just $6 floating in the wind that Best Buy has now forever. And it took me like they didn't do that at the time.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, and it took me like maybe like 8. It was like 8 months
I don't know.
of me just like
I've
having this
seen
Best
you
Buy
wear
gift
white a few
card on me
times.
at all times, and just stopping in miscellaneous Best
look good
Buys
in
as a
white.
teenager to figure
I'm
out
just gonna
like
say.
what the like
game.
what the fuck.
You need
This
one
is
more
when like
white.
Best Buy still had like the listening stations where you could like listen to new releases, whatever. So I would just hang out in Best Buys, and then one day I saw the CD.
Were
and I
you
was
gonna
like,
say like mud person?
Oh, shit.
Like
that's $9. Pull the dusty fucking gift card out
that
'cause
sounds
it's like
really racist.
it's basically like October at this
Invalid
point.
is just
I got
as
it for
offensive.
Christmas. Blow the
But,
dust off?
mud person is
Excuse me,
like,
sir. I'd like to buy
wild.
this demo, this 4-song demo.
Okay, Joseph, we've been talking.
Was this for Sega?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Right. A Bug's Life came out. A Bug's Life came out in like 97, 98, maybe.
Yeah. Half-assed.
And you're like 11, 12.
Which is not even enough.
Ooh. I know the best gift I ever gave and the worst I ever received were on the same Christmas.
Ouch.
Do I lay it
gift.
out? So I had an ex that was really like sentimental. She was sentimental, but also like a super unfeeling towards me, which was, it's a nightmare kind of person to date. But essentially, so she wanted a lot. She didn't want to give me any labor of any kind, but wanted to receive it. So she had gotten me a fake gold chain, which like the clasp broke immediately. Then like a year after we broke up, I like found it and I fixed the clasp. Found out it was fake when it like started turning green in the shower. And also I don't like gold. And I've said that expressly. Like everyone sees these fucking stainless steel. I have not taken these off since I bought them. This was like fucking $40 total worth of jewelry.
It was probably a Rangers jersey.
I love my stainless steel. But that same Christmas, she also got me
you got me 50% off.
Shenron t-shirt, which like she tried with that one because it's anime, it's Dragon Ball Z related. I like Dragon Ball Z, but like when the fuck do I ever wear white? Keep in mind, this person knew me years before we started.
That's like
a once in a blue, but like to buy me a gift. I mean, okay, I look good in white, but I also eat like I'm a invalid. Like I can't keep a white shirt clean to save my life.
Probably older person rub your body with their old hands.
I feel like everything in my brain was gonna say something offensive, but I didn't know what was offensive, so I just went with something.
Yeah. I've gotten massages for men.
I apologize to the invalid community.
It's always a strange thing because it's like I'm not going to be that dude. Be like,
I can't even spell that word. But no, also she got me.
Like,
what did she get me? Oh, this one bothered the fuck out of me, bro. We had so many fights about how not affectionate she was, and.
Yeah, he was just rubbing my back.
One thing for me is that I had really bad neck pain
and
at the
I was
time.
just like,
I still kind of do, but like I've just learned to live with it.
Like Asian man. And he's
I was in fear. I thought I had like arthritis or something in my neck. Doctors couldn't figure it out. And like the back massages were not coming in, you know. And it's like, you know, it's one thing to like want your girl to touch you to feel affection. It's a whole different level when you're in physical fucking pain and you just want to feel comforted because you're in pain.
They're unlocking all that shit.
She would do it here and there, but like it was like literally
they'll stand on top of each other's shoulders to give you like an elbow drop.
So she gets me a $50 gift card to like some massage parlor place
for $20.
Keep in mind, a massage
$20, $10
exactly. Thank you. It was not enough. And we had fights about money, so like I told her repeatedly not to spend money on me. So so this was like the culmination of all the worst shit.
What's your favorite?
Now what I got her. So the first thing was a chain with my name on it, which she said she wanted, and I just wanted to check that box off. I still think it's a corny gift, but I got it for her because she wanted it. The second gift I got, was this girl was really into hockey. Don't ask me her race. It was really into hockey, and her favorite player had left her favorite team before she was able to get a jersey. So I basically got a customized jersey of this player on her favorite team.
You know what it is? That's a hood gift. Or I forget what the team was. It was depending on where you are.
Let's say the Owls. Because she like cried at this like Owls jersey,
and Jamal can get the same gift for Christmas. Like literally, Braxton or Braden, whatever his name is.
And you just got me like
Mount Pocono.
She got me literally. And she claimed this chain was $200. Which why are you telling me the price of a gift? Dude, I let that shit expire.
That's what you gotta do.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, because the thing is too, I had told her that like massages at the massage place were not helping. So like, really, it's just me driving there and then me not feeling relief, but paying X amount of dollars.
And still having to spend some money on it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I got a massage from a dude there once. It was very weird. He had massive nostrils. And you could like hear him breathing.
It's Christmas.
Over like
Merry
the
Christmas.
gentle
Enjoy
ASMR
yourself.
massage music. It was weird.
It has been the National Meat Treasure. It's been a good time. You know what? It's been an eventful year. are we going to meet together again before the new year? Yeah, we'll be here next week.
No,
right?
you gotta be, because when you feel like another man's
so we got one more before the
wrist
year
hair
ends,
graze
and
your
I
shoulder
say
blade, it's
that,
just it's you
I
can't
love
do
you.
it.
Nothing's real, and thank you for writing with us because it's fucking fun. I've been having a good time. We're about to close on 2 years of this podcast. You guys realize that, right? We're a year and a half.
I can only do the man massage when it's the Asian dudes in the mall that like have the little stand. I don't know why that feels more comfortable. I think it's because we're both wearing clothes.
Hundreds of people listen to us for whatever reason. They make us a part of their routine. We're on people's Spotify's top, podcasts. Like even if we were in the top 20, thank you. Because that means like you literally just gave us a chance. So fucking awesome. I know there's a lot of choices out there. There's a lot of people that are funny.
And they do it for
They're
like
not as funny as us. We are the number one show on late early morning. I
gotta find one of those.
So we are absolutely thrilled. I can't be happier to do this with anybody else. The Christmas gift that I have that I want is just my boys having a good time. I love you boys. Thank you for being on this ride. It's gonna get crazier, I think. I don't know, man. It's been a good. It's a good day. It was a good talk.
Thing on the handles that would make like motorcycle noises, but it wasn't. It was like a motorcycle bike. Like it was like more like a dirt bike, like a street dirt bike. It was like some really like thinking about it now. It's like man, that was some real hood ass shit. Like y'all shouldn't have bought me that, because that's yeah. I wanted it though. I wanted it so bad. Jamal, yeah.
Tis the season.
Yeah.
Tis the season, bro. Tis the season of scams.
Speaking of,
did you?
Of hoodlum gifts, I really love a stolen gift. Like when you steal some shit and give it to me. Oh my, I don't care. Like when you just like if you're like committing crime and thinking about me, that's sweet. I don't know what it is, man. It's like so cute. Like
I've never gotten a stolen.
You never had like a girl like shoplift some shit and just be like, "Oh, I got you this shirt." Like even if it's a dumb gift, the fact that you didn't pay for it and you were like willing to go to jail, like Target is making a case against you right now, and you're just like, that warms the heart. That's the leftist in me. That's the leftist extremist.
Only to bring it full circle, it's only terrorists that are absolutely with a great profile, bro. Because you have definitely just came across with the leader of Hamas. You need to run. They are coming for you, and they will behead you.
Yep.
It's probably it's probably one of the band members from King 810, honestly, because they're probably on like hard times right now, just like trying to figure shit out. They're like, we need to pay for these fucking stupid lights that God damn it. Sorry. I hate King 810. Do we have a new intro?
That's a fact.
Always is. And steal some stuff. All the fans that don't live here in other countries, apparently, steal some stuff, pawn it, and cash at me.
Yeah.
TROPJ, because we love stolen gifts.
And
follow
it's a
me
good time
at
for Joey's camera to shut up. It has
on
been the
Instagram
National
and
Meat
TikTok, and at National Meat Treasure on Instagram and TikTok, and also at NMT Pod on Facebook. Also, Facebook weirdos. Rob somebody in the Facebook market. Send me some shit. I know we got a lot of Facebook weirdos.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I think I almost got robbed in the Facebook market the other day. I tried to like sell a space. I'm trying to sell this space heater because it like doesn't really like work the way I want it to, but it works, but I did not read the space in which it heats, which is way too small than what I need it for. Right. Yeah, and then I just was like, I'll just sell it brand new. And then like a ghost profile on fucking Facebook was like, is this still available? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, can you drop it off? Yeah. And then like I looked at the address or like the neighborhood, and I was like, I'm not going there at night. No, nope,
not for 30 bucks.
Nope. That you're trying to set me up. Who's on the Facebook marketplace with a gray picture talking about come to such and such street? No, not at all. Or some Detroit terrorist organization trying to get me to go to Pontiac, Michigan and shit. That is...
Oh, shit. Yeah. So follow me at Saint Thrillah on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, and me and my hood girl voice. Also, fucking guys, it has been a wild year. We got one more. So I want to say thank you for this podcast. All the fans, thank you for listening to us, hanging out with us. Follow 303 BAM on Instagram and Apple Music and Spotify, all your streaming platforms. Go pre-save all around. It comes out, if you're listening to this when this comes out, it comes out tomorrow. If you're listening to this at any other time, it's out. Also, pre-save, in all honesty, album coming out December 30th, right before the year ends. We gotta fuck y'all up. I made mad beats on it, needless to say. New intro song coming through. That's what you were talking about. Yeah. A nigga be high. Thank you.